boys high school soccer season started in August. It ends here today at Hoffman Estates with the Class 2A state championship game. Two schools from the city of Chicago out in the suburbs as Mount Carmel takes on the Latin School in the 2A state title game. Let's take a look at the brackets and how they got to this state championship game. For Mount Carmel, tied it at the end of overtime against Jacksonville with the sudden death penalty kicks before winning 8-7 in the top half of the bracket. Down at the bottom end, the Latin School also went to overtime. They got a goal to knock off Bennett Academy 1-0 in the semifinal. We welcome you here to Hoffman Estates High School. I'm Nathan Weaver alongside Matt Mishek. And Matt, both schools are going to get their first ever state trophy in boys soccer, but they want it to be that big one.
Well, Nate, we're looking for, who's going to strike early for either the Caravan or for the Romans. And I think that's going to be the key instead of working overtime like they did the past few games.
Yeah, we'll see how the energy levels are after those long games yesterday. Let's take a look at our key players for the Romans. It's the midfielder, Jonas Schenk.
Jonas Schenk, 14 goals, 13 assists on the year, and the ball goes through him and John Schuler as well. But Schenk really makes things roll. So it's going to be a good start for him. Is going to be key for the Romans today.
He helped set up Ike Baldwin's game winner yesterday. On the other side for the Caravan, Josiah Ash plays all over the field, and he also finds the back of the net.
39 goals, a school record for the Caravan, and I think he's going to be adept to make up for that lost chance in the PKs last night. Jacksonville almost came away with it, but he's going to look for a redemption today.
Both state trophies in 2A going back into the city of Chicago. These schools separated by 11 miles of Lakeshore Drive. We'll have the kickoff and the starting lineups next on Comcast Chicago.
The IHSA is achievement, focus, creativity, spirit, champions. The future plays here, the Illinois High School Association.
Today's championship matchup is brought to you by Country Financial. At Country Financial, we understand that helping you means knowing you. Take charge of owning your future with Country Financial. Call your local rep at 1-866-COUNTRY or visit ownyourfuture.com. Welcome back to Hoffman Estates as we get ready for the 2A state championship match. We will have the Caravan of Mount Carmel in the all whites, and meanwhile it'll be the Romans of the Latin School in the orange tops, the navy shorts, and are ready to go. You see Mount Carmel 19-3-1, winning in penalty kicks in the semifinal, and there are the Romans from the Latin School. Neither team has ever been to state before this year in boys soccer. You look at what these schools have accomplished IHSA-wide. A state championship for girls soccer for the Latin School, which is coached by the same coach, Thomas Bauer, who's also the Romans athletic director. They won state in 2006. They've got 8 Scholastic Bowl state titles as well. Mount Carmel, of course, all that football success, 12 state championships. They won one in baseball in 2013. Basketball back in 85, 3 times in wrestling as well. And when you think of Mount Carmel, Matt, you think of guys like Donovan McNabb and Simeon Rice,
right.
Chris Chelios, and on and on and on, Antoine Walker as well. And they've had so much success throughout the boys programs, but not in boys soccer, ready to take home their first trophy, be it first or second, and the same for the Romans.
You're absolutely right, Nate. And Frank Lenti, the legendary football coach, even went up to Coach Godinez and said, it's your time.
Yep.
You need to bring this championship home. Help us out a little bit. It's the football program is not going to do it every year. So, it's your time, and the Caravan looking to make history for sure.
They won a sectional in 2006, and now they've got another one here this year and into the state championship match, and they get it started. You look at their lineup, Giovanni Vargas with Alex Gongora, Robert Martinez, and Julian Ash. We talked about in that back line. Ash will go all over the place, and he will play in the back line. He'll play up top. He'll play in the middle, and he actually is up top already. Cesar Cozio, number 9, had a goal yesterday. With 9.3 seconds left in the first half, we get our first whistle, and a great time to introduce you to our officials for the day. Chris Rudolph is the middle official for this state championship match. Mike Moore and Tony Martinez are the linesmen, and Jimmy Stout is the 4th official over at the scorers table on a beautiful day in Hoffman Estates, our second day in a row here with the semifinals yesterday in 2A and 3A, the third place of state championships today. And you couldn't ask for better November weather, and the ball goes straight in for Ike Baldwin for the Romans. The rest of that lineup for Mount Carmel: Salvador Valencia, Manuel Cerritos, Cesar Cozio's number 9, and up top, Julian Razzo, Jalen Anderson is in there. He'll play all over as well, a basketball player for the Caravan, number 20. And Sergio Valencia is their keeper, had a couple huge saves yesterday in the semifinal match, including 2 in the penalty kicks. 1, as we get a stoppage of the clock here and an injury to one of the Roman players. Valencia stopped a kick that would have won the match for Jacksonville. That is number 3, Ben Sybil, who is walking to the sidelines right now. But Valencia had the stop of the penalty kick from Jack Racy of Jacksonville High School that would have eliminated Mount Carmel. That sent it into penalty kicks, sudden death. He then got a save on Zach Belford, but he was ruled to have left the line too early. Belford got a second opportunity, hit the underside of the crossbar, and it bounced out. That's what got the Caravan into this match. The other way for Latin School with a 23-3 record: Will Slater, Connor Kanuski, Reese Herman, Kieran Bondi in that back row, Ben Sybil, John Schuler, Ike Baldwin, Jonas Schenk, and Alden Solger are the 5 midfielders. Nathan Wiggins up top. Ian Carr's in goal, but we'll see both of their goalies. Yesterday, Carr played the first half, and then the rest of the match was handled by the backup goalkeeper, Michael Davis. But they both play. They both played in the semi. They'll both play today. And here we've got the whistle on the far sideline. And a throw in, Jonas Schenk. Actually, it'll be the foul before the throw in, so Jonas Schenk will get a spot kick. And a very dangerous position here.
Yeah, this will be a great opportunity for Schenk early on, one of the key players that we spotlighted. Let's look for Schuler in the middle.
Sends it in, flicked on, and that is out for a goal kick.
Really good delivery. I love the low line drive delivery right to the edge of the near 6. Just unable to get a volley on it. Good start, though, for the Romans early on.
The Latin School with the campus on the edge of Lincoln Park, the oldest independent day school in Chicago, 1888 when it opened its doors. Thomas Bauer's been their only boys soccer coach, started in 1982, 384 wins. It's out wide here to Cesar Cozio. Had the goal in the super sectional for Mount Carmel, number 9, leaves it for Josiah Ash. And Cozio scored with 9.3 seconds left in the first half in the semifinal to get him to this point in the match. And he also made his penalty kick in that first round of 5 before they went sudden death in 1-8-7.
Yeah, definitely having a great week here for the Caravan as Cozio. But, I like to see Jalen Anderson as well. I love the two-sport, multi-sport athletes, the dimensions that they can bring on the soccer field. Jalen Anderson saying that, his basketball play has really helped him on the soccer field and vice versa. Great speed, great strength out there. So I think he's going to be a key today.
It's a combination you don't see a lot either with the soccer-basketball combo. A lot of times it's football-basketball with the combo. But with Jalen Anderson, soccer and basketball. We saw that as well with Jacksonville with Brandon McCombs, who's going to play on at Lewis University in basketball. He was in their back line and gave them great height in that Crimson's defense. And
I heard a report he's 6'8", so yeah, definitely needs to be on the basketball floor as well. And that really turned the tide, it seemed, in the semifinal where the Caravan were really controlling it, but then he helped kind of spark it, get to the tying goal, but the Caravan prevailed.
With it is Cozio moving forward and stolen away. Schuler looking to get it forward to Wiggin and played out by Valencia.
Boy, the Caravan were looking for offside there, but that was a pretty play, though, by the Romans. So I really think Latin did a nice job there, and the Caravan almost got caught napping, just a little bit out of the reach.
Cozio forward, brought back by Reese Herman and knocked away from him. Cozio left side. Gets around 1, now cuts it back into the middle. He's got some real estate, tried to sneak it through to Martinez and sent back to midfield.
Good job by Will Slater there, making a nice job. Good positioning as well. Positioning so important, able to get in there for the clearance. Otherwise, that would have been a through ball far side of the box.
Knocked out here to the right side. Mentioned Thomas Bauer, the only coach for the Latin school. Antonio Godinez with 63 wins in 5 years with Mount Carmel. They've increased in wins every year he's been there. 8, 10, 12, 14, and now 19 this season. He played at De La Salle Institute in Chicago, 99 alum, and then helped Lewis to the Final Four the next year. And they were able to win the Super Sectional at Lewis, so nice for Coach Godinez to get back there to his old stomping ground and get into state. This ball sent in, and Valencia will grab it. He's been so strong between the pipes, not just this weekend, but all season long for the Caravan.
And Jonas Schenk was on that free kick again. That was just a little too much airborne, but the Caravan on a counter.
Here comes Ash, and knocked away from him, and getting back quickly on that ball for the Romans was Connor Kanuski, number 4.
And we have a substitution then for the Caravan. It'll be Victor Valencia, 5'10" senior midfielder. But Ash making his presence felt on that left wing right away. Quick counter by the Caravan. It was a pretty looking play, but able to knock it out with the Romans.
Ball into the box, and Carr will come get it. Victor Valencia, midfielder who played up, had an impactful game in the Supers. He made a penalty kick as they won a game. Did not play in the semifinal. And he's back out there early now in the state championship game. And we'll see how he's able to run. He's up top now with James Flowers, who also subbed in. Flowers, number 14, is a junior.
The Caravan shaping up with about 5, maybe even sometimes 6 in the midfield. So really more of a 3-5-2 setup right now. We'll see how that changes early on. But like you said, Nate, when we talked about it, the Caravan players moving all over the field. So you could see some up top at one point and others helping out. So that's a sign of really good team help.
Yeah, Ash has already dropped back into the midfield, number 3, and he started the semifinal in the right back position. Went to forward, and it was Anderson who started at forward and ended up in that back line as the last 10 minutes were spent doing nothing but defending to try to make sure that
And Daniel Pestich, 5'6" junior defender, or 5'7" midfielder, is on for the Caravan. So getting some early substitutions for the Caravan.
Giovanni Vargas moves it forward. Victor Valencia getting it up to Pestich and out of bounds for a goal kick. Ian Carr, a junior, has played in 27 games this year for the Latin school. He's allowed 8 goals. They had another combo shutout yesterday. Michael Davis, a sophomore, has only allowed 1 goal in 10 games played. He played the second half and then the overtime periods of the win over Bennett Academy. Bennett Academy had not been shut out since August before the Latin school shut them out in the semis. And then Bennett came out today and won the third-place match over Jacksonville 3-0 with that firepower. So a great job by the Romans defense yesterday to shut out the Red Wings.
And the Romans have had a playoff run that's sent them up north. They ended up winning the Super Sectional over Vernon Hills 3-2, but they took down Lakeview, Elmwood Park in the regional, and then in the Amundsen Sectional took down the hosts and then Fenwick, and then that Super Sectional win. So they've had to travel quite a bit before getting here to Hoffman Estates. So they've been playing some really good soccer, and their confidence is high.
Felix Mendoza and Victor Valencia kind of hobbling off. Mentioned he didn't play in the semi. Came in here and was only out there for a couple of minutes, so maybe they wanted to see how he was running, and he's over talking to the coaching staff right now on that Caravan bench. So we'll have to see if we see Victor Valencia again, if he's able to get loose. Vargas hobbled off with a bit of a knock yesterday, and then came back and finished the match in overtime. Sends it forward. Now they're looking to get it down to Wiggins. Cerritos trying to hold him off. They both go to ground. Play on as they were tugging on each other's shirt. The linesman's got the flag up. The middle referee immediately waved it off and said no call there at all. But I think it was actually offsides as the flag was up on the side. He was going to let that play on as they were both tugging on each other's jerseys.
They absolutely were, and they had the flag up. Definitely both teams unafraid to mix it up early on. Definitely they know what this means. First time for both schools in a state championship game.
A little bit of a feeling out process here in the first 10 minutes. Teams do share some common opponents, but did not meet. Latin with losses this year to Nazareth Academy, 2-1. They also fell to Ignatius Prep 2-0, and they lost to a Wisconsin squad in Milwaukee 2-1 at Marquette U High. Here's Cozio, and that's deflected out for a corner. Mount Carmel with their losses to Oak Lawn Community and Bolingbrook all the way back in August. They too lost to St. Ignatius Prep towards the end of the regular season before getting through the Solorio Academy Nazareth Regional, Nazareth Academy Sectional, and beating Washington in the Super Sectional. And this one sent all the way through now for a goal kick. Washington was here at state last year, and they knocked them off in the Supers.
Yeah, Washington, a very talented team, and they were looking to get back here, but the Latin School doing Mount Carmel doing an excellent job, getting past them. But that corner kick, they had a real opportunity. They're just unable to capitalize, and set pieces are going to be huge today, and so it'd be up to both teams to take advantage. Of course, Latin already having 2 set pieces from free kicks early on, unable to cash in.
Headed on here by Ash. Pestich couldn't get a touch, and that's headed out for a throw-in. We have seen corner pieces be crucial throughout this weekend. In the semifinals on Friday, also in the third-place game earlier between Bennett Academy and Jacksonville, and this will go for a corner. One there by Ash.
As we saw, Reese Herman head the ball out the first time, and then this one gets deflected out for a corner. Looks like Cosio is going to deliver this one again from the right.
He's got 5 in the box, making runs in. Back post, and the header is wide. Ash got ahead to it on that back post, but did not angle it back on goal, and a goal kick coming up for Card.
Love the delivery from Cosio. He delivered exactly where you needed to on the far edge of the 6. Ash was right there, but again, just little glance off the head, too far from the near post.
Midfield header controlled by the Romans, but then taken away from Baldwin. They move forward. Ash to Pestich, back to Ash. Cozio left wing, that's where the ball goes. Punches it back in, over the goalie's head, headed down in front of the goal, which is not ideally where you want to put it, but that worked out for the Romans. Anderson touches it back to Vargas. Sent in, and too far all the way through.
That cross was looking for Robert Martinez, who was coming up for a 5'7" senior defender, making a run. So the Caravan not afraid to take chances. They're keeping that 3-5-2 formation, but however, like you said, they're not afraid to bring anybody up to help on the attack.
Holding midfielder who had a big impact in yesterday's game. Started off that play, number 8, Salvador Valencia for the Caravan. And he tried to win this 50-50 ball, but knocked backwards by the Romans. And then they send it through. A little back and forth here, brought down by Schuler. Schuler trying to spring Solger on the wing, but Cerritos is there to knock it away. And now the Romans push forward, asserting themselves. They'll get a substitution here as well.
Well, that was a good break. A Soldier on the right side there. And I was going to say that Latin really hasn't pushed forward these first couple of minutes. Now that was a real opportunity along the right, but good job by Cerritos to close it down.
Vince Sybil, who limped off early, is back in, so good to see he's okay for the Romans as Cozio clears it back. Now it's Schenk. Schenk knocked away on the double team, and the flag is up.
And that went over the line.
Yep.
Be a throw in here.
Schenk was over against the double team, trying to battle through. 2 players could not.
As you get a look there at Alden Soldier, 5'9" senior midfielder.
It was a foul on Schenk as he slid in and kicked at the legs of Cerritos. And now down that far right sideline, Gongora sends it. Pestich. See if he can keep this in play. Nope, not on the turf. That was on grass. Maybe it slows down enough for him to catch up to that ball, but and take a bounce on this turf and skip on through across the end line for a goal kick.
I'm just really impressed with the past 3 years for the Latin School, Thomas Bauer, started to see a real big turnaround, 17-7-1, 2014, but then 15-16, 23-2, 22-3 coming into the state finals. So, add a win to this year, 23-3. Just an outstanding season. They want to finish it in style.
Cozio to Ash. Back to Cozio at the top of the box. Couldn't get it back to his right foot. Valencia will let a shot go, but it stays on the ground for Carr. And nice little 1-2 that time. Cozio and Ash working in the middle of the field.
Give a lot of credit, though, to the Romans defense there. They really held firm. It was Kieran Bondi as well on that left, really preventing any sort of individual move there, and just forcing a long shot that rolled right to
Header
Carr.
is going to come off of the Latin School and roll out of bounds. And a throw in for Vargas down the left sideline for the Caravan with 15 minutes gone by. This opening half, we are scoreless. Ash on a missed kick, gets possession, going back and forth. 39 goals. Don't want to shortchange him one there. And chipping it back in. It falls to Ash. First touch a bit heavy, back to Valencia. Left-footed shot, doesn't find its way through. And Solger will get it out for a while. Now it's Anderson again.
There were about 4 players from the Romans right in that middle there, and I think Ash would like to have that first touch back on that beautiful ball in that was sent from Mendoza.
Here's Martinez. In, Ash. And it knocks away from him. Anderson out wide. Vargas.
Well, Felix Mendoza coming into the game this time.
Sent in Cozio, and that got a touch was Martinez, but he was right at the end line, and all he could do was touch it out of bounds for a goal kick.
I was just going to say Felix Mendoza came in with a lot of energy for the Caravan there and almost set up a nice play. The cross just too far, but that's the kind of energy that Coach Godinez is looking for. See if we can make those runs and get in position to make the deliveries.
Goal kick. Controlled by the Caravan. They've been pushing forward in waves here over the last 4 to 5 minutes. Ash knocked away. Good defense. Slater. Mendoza. Now Anderson, too strong on the first touch. Breaking through for the Romans. Sybil, and they switched it over. And Solger couldn't get it much on that. The other direction now. Ash will let it go, trying to erase it into the corner against Slater. He will get to it, and a whistle and a foul on the Caravan called by the linesman. Ash couldn't believe it as he won that ball, but called for the infraction.
I'll give Slater credit, 5'11" junior defender, having a real solid state tournament, staying with them and drawing the call on Ash. I think that's going to be a matchup that we're going to see a lot of individually throughout the course of this match.
Carr sends it across midfield. Solgert, they're battling forward on that side. Knock it backwards. Wigan looking for him to switch fields, but everything on that left side right now, and Schenk wins a throw-in. Last touch by Anderson. Schenk gets it in, looking for Solger. And that's going to go off of Solger and out for a goal kick, and good defense on that right back position that time from Axel Gongora, a sophomore. Had a very good semifinal game and a strong start here for the first 18 minutes plus.
Now we have a Latin substitution.
Yeah, Wigan's going to go back and play some defense right now as they make the sub. 26, Ian Lord is in. He's listed as number 20, but he switched to 26, as we found out in the semifinal as he came in there. So Ian Lord is now in. He goes up top. Wigan goes to the back and is in that left back position. Here's a miss hit. Lord gets it forward. Solger leaves it for Schuler. First touch a little strong and cleared out by Cerritos for a throw-in.
Well, that's good things happen for the Latin School when you get John Schuler involved. Schuler, of course, the big scorer, 20 goals. Had a nice assist setting up Ike Baldwin.
He's got it in, and it's knocked back into the box and handled easily by Valencia.
We talked about Schuler and Schenk getting involved early. So it was nice to see, for Latin, Schuler getting a touch and making a nice run in, creating something, getting a throw in.
Vargas down the sideline, trying to get it to Pestich, who goes down. Reese Herman will let it trickle on out of bounds for the goal kick. We talked a lot earlier about Will Slater in that left back position. He went out on that last sub in, and Nathan Wiggin went over there. So we'll see if the Caravan try to attack down that right side, which is where they went to Ash a couple times in a row against Slater. And this one, 50-50 ball, knocked back, and Schenk has it moving forward with Schuler. Stolen away. Caravan on the break. Down the right sideline, Ash kicks it forward, trying to win the race to it, and cleared out of bounds on the sideline. You're watching the boys 2A state championship soccer match on Comcast Chicago.
Country Financial wants to know, do you feel in control of your financial future?
No.
Sort of.
But I have the desire to be in control of my money.
I need a plan.
At Country Financial, our goal is to work with you to lay out a step-by-step plan of insurance and financial solutions to help you regain control of your financial planning, to help you own your future.
Understanding is empowering.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Welcome back to Hoffman Estates High School, the boys 2A Class State Championship. Mount Carmel and the Latin School scoreless halfway through the first half. Nathan Blieba and Matt Mishak with you, and the ball bouncing into the middle as Anderson taps it back to Vargas.
Ricky Ramos now into the game for the Caravan.
Vargas down the sideline. Cozio bouncing it back in, sends service, headed down. Back towards the edge of the box, and Cozio. Valencia went up to win it and sent it forward, but Carr will pick it up there.
I mean, talk about the Latin School. They're having on defense here 6 or 7 or orange jerseys in the middle of the field, all collapsing, not allowing any creativity in the middle of the field, trying to force them out wide. So everyone's committed for the Romans to be in the middle, collapsing.
Vargas to Valencia, now Anderson. Playmaker in the middle of the field, gets it out wide right. Gongora chips it forward towards Ramos, headed back. And that'll go to the sideline and out of bounds. Throw in for the Caravan on that far right side. It comes into Ash. Flips it to himself, trying to get to the box. Around 3 defenders, does get through, still has it, and then goes down, and no call.
Well, what an individual effort there. Not able to get the call inside the 18.
Appeals on both sides. Latin thought Ash handled the ball when he flipped it up to himself and then trapped it again going around a defender, and then Ash and his Caravan teammates thought he was impeded. And they should have had a spot kick or a penalty kick if it was in the box. It was right on the edge. Here's Ramos. Deflected. But neither call either way as we play on. Steal away. Moving forward for the Romans, going through a double team. Still going, and then a little bit of a push. And some extracurricular at the end of the play there with Solger. As he shoved, trying to get to the ball, and then as he kept going, got tripped down.
Solger showing real physicality up there, only listed as 5'9", but he's got some bulk on him, so he's trying to assert himself. Went around 2 or 3 Caravan defenders and trying to get one-on-one with Valencia, but committed a foul in the process.
His sister Jessie will play on the girls' team in the spring. Their older sister Morgan was the captain of the 2015 state runner-up on the girls' side, also coached by Thomas Bauer.
Yeah,
so a lot of connections there on the Solger family at the Latin School, and a throw in down the sidelines, knocked away by the Caravan, and Schenk will push it back forward. Schuler, right side, out now to Lord. Lord to the end line, and that's going to be a corner. He kept hustling for that ball and won a corner off the deflection of Vargas. And let's see what the Romans can do with the set piece here on the corner kick.
Good job by Ian Lord getting the corner there. Maybe he'll find Chase Kaplan, who just checked into the game, a 5'8" sophomore forward.
Baldwin had the goal in overtime to get him to this championship match. He sends in the corner, headed over the bar. Found the head of Schuler, but headed away from him.
We have a Caravan substitution here. Ramos, who just checked in, is going to come on out. It could be Valencia coming in. Seeing him hobbling a little bit.
Goal kick coming in, sent towards the middle, and it is Valencia, number 10, who checked back in. He had the header. Now it's Lord going the other way for the Romans. 2-on-4, and his ball goes all the way through to Sergio Valencia.
Almost squirted through. We'll see how Victor Valencia, how long he's going to stay out there, because he came in hobbling, so kind of an indication here he's on the left side now.
Number 10 chasing the ball at the moment, all the way to the back, where Ian Carr will hit it to midfield. Anderson with the header. Cozio. Knocked to the sideline. Vargas down the left sideline. Sends it all the way through to Valencia, to the end line. Cannot do much on that left foot at all. Sent in by Vargas. Headed back. Now it's down. Martinez sends it for Mendoza into the box and cleared away.
Good job by the Romans to recover. Good energy from Martinez and Mendoza, forcing the throw.
Ash went out as Valencia. Victor Valencia sub back in. 3 Valencias. Victor number 10. Salvador number 8. Then Sergio the keeper. And here's the throw in from Anderson into the middle of the box. Ash, who came back in, and this one's just over by Mendoza. Felix Mendoza stung that one as it was headed out by Ash.
Good, well-designed work there. Ash back out. Mendoza, great strike, just unable to keep it down. He was shooting for the far top corner. Just unable to keep it down a little bit, but definitely pleased with that if you're the Caravan.
Ash sends it out wide. Robert Martinez. Drop it all the way back on Gora. Intercepted. Here come the Romans. But then Schuler with the miss hit, looking for Sybil. Valencia chips it over. Cozio can't get there. Nice defense that time to clear it out by Kieran Bondi. The senior made sure that Cozio didn't slip behind him on that chip. And a throw in for the Caravan.
Well, Jalen Anderson took the throw in from the right, but over here for a short throw, Giovanni Vargas.
That one's knocked out. Oh, last touch by the Caravan. Vargas took a lot of the free kicks from distance in the semifinal from his left back position. Lord had it knocked away by Cozio, and now Gongora chips it wide for Martinez to Ash.
Only one player on the Caravan is beyond midfield, so everyone pushing forward. I think this is a time where they're really setting to attack.
They lose it out of bounds. A throw in here for the Romans.
They got the goal in the semifinal just 9 seconds before the end of the half from Cozio. So the Caravan now, 12 minutes remaining, sensing an opportunity.
That came off a set piece from about 30 yards out into the box and fell down perfectly to Cozio right in front of the goal, one-on-one with the Jacksonville keeper, and he hammered it home with 9.3 seconds left in the first half. Jacksonville tied it with 12 minutes to play in the second half, and then Mount Carmel winning on penalty kicks. The other way, Ike Baldwin scored with 49 seconds left in the first overtime period. It's not a golden goal situation in IHSA play. You play all 20 minutes of the overtime. You just switch halves after 10. And Baldwin scored 49 seconds before they switched halves against Bennett Academy. And then the Romans defended their goal for the last 10 minutes after switching sides.
As we'll have Mount Carmel substitution, Jonathan Washington, 5'7" forward. I was going to say both teams worked extra hard, getting victories in the session, and of course you, Nate, you were working hard for the money, as they say. Oh my gosh!
Here comes the
throw
throw
late
in.
Night.
Anderson headed on by Ash. Falls to Valencia, who did not get through that wave. Back in. Mendoza and cleared out.
That's an orange wall there in the middle of the 18 for the Romans, and it was luckily so, as they were able to get bodies on both of those.
That's what Bennett Academy found out the hard way yesterday. Ben Kelly, who scored his 10th goal of the postseason today in the third-place game, his 24th of the year. Franklin Rakowski with 19 goals and 14 more for Connor Moat. Those three on offense for the Red Wings could not solve the back line of the Romans, and so far the Caravan through 30 minutes have had the same issues going up against the defense. A couple players get tangled here and play on down the left sideline. Cerritos launches it over the bleachers and towards the other parking lot.
Well, let's look for Schenk here to hook up with Schuler to see if the Romans can get some momentum off the set piece.
Throw goes towards the box. Sit back, shot off the post, and out for a goal kick.
A tough angle there, but a good effort there as the shot just ringing off that top corner crossbar is Chase Kaplan. Sub that just came in earlier, almost finding his way into the net, but an excellent job from a really sharp angle from that near post.
You think almost an impossible angle until he stings the crossbar with it, and here's Ash turning. Sending it towards Cozio into the box and cleared out by Reese Herman, and Ash will trigger the throw in for Washington. And Too Strong trying to get it back to Ash, and a throw in for the Romans with 9 minutes to play in the opening half here. Ian Lord knocked away by Anderson, but Latin recovers out wide. Looking for Schenk. Kaplan's in the middle, and a nice tackle over on that far sideline by Manuel Cerritos.
Second time in as many times down the field been called into action with a clearance.
And for Kaplan, Gongora knocks it away, clears it out. Washington heads it on. So does Ash. Washington racing. It's going to go all the way back. Carr's got to play it and does so.
Really like that energy from Washington there against two Roman defenders.
Lord slips it into the middle. Nice sliding tackle. Schuler. Hip check by Cozio and stays with the ball, then has it taken away by Vargas. That is going to go off of Schuler and out for a goal kick.
Well, both sets of faithful here at Hoffman Estates High School very appreciative of the efforts as the play is starting to really pick up here as we have a Caravan substitution. Julian Rosso, 5'10" senior forward as well, but with the Caravan you see them switching positions, so could be how they're listed, but you never know.
Played almost exclusively forward yesterday, did Julian Razzo. Down the sideline, Anderson giving it a run, but that's going to go out for a throw-in. Cozio's on it.
Get a good look at Cozio.
Cozio chips it over to Martinez. That'll roll out for a throw-in.
Martinez was just unable to get to that, and Latin with a throw-in. Talked about for Latin, Will Slater, great defender. He's the grandson of the head of school for Latin, Jonathan Slater, and he's the one that picked Coach Bauer to be head of the soccer program in 1988. So, definitely family ties here, and a lot of tradition and history still associated with the program.
Throw in for Ash and headed forward. All the way back now. Cerritos plays it back to Valencia, who settles.
That's real calm right there from Valencia. As one mishit could lead to a situation for Latin, but he was cool, took that extra touch, able to get it out.
Anderson, who's moved a little bit forward now from the position he started in, gets it out wide now from Mendoza intended for Cozio, and it trickles out of bounds for a goal kick.
Well, let's see what Latin does here. The strategy of Mount Carmel has had the lion's share, even though Chase Kaplan did ring one off the post just a few moments ago. See if they'll push up here or keep that shape and collapse in the middle when the Caravan try to make a run.
Back to Ash. He's playing in that right back position at the moment. It's where he started yesterday's game, and he ended up in the striker position. He and Anderson are pretty much flip-flop now. Anderson's back up top, and Ash is in the back. This one's all the way back. It gives Ash a little bit of a chance to rest those legs as well and stay fresh for the second half, because he does not come off the pitch much, if at all. Neither does Anderson. Forward, looking for Anderson. Herman intercepts for the Romans, taken away. Moving forward now, Razzo tried to get it out wide. Could not. Nice defense by the Romans again.
Yeah, Felix Mendoza was making that run along the right side. Just Razzo was unable to get there. Now Latin seeing if they can push up.
Schuler got it into the middle. Moving forward now is Shank. Gets it out on the left wing. Solger. He's got Kaplan in the middle. Overshoots him. Ian Lord trapped it back.
Flag
Schuler.
is up on the
Flag
on the
is
right
up.
side.
I think that was a handball.
That's what it appeared.
He trapped that.
Nate.
Yep, trapped that with his arm, did Lord. So Schuler is getting ready to come back to the middle. 4 minutes and change to go in the opening half. Salvador Valencia out wide. Vargas.
Both teams really showing confidence now.
Anderson. Anderson on the ball. Goes towards the end line. Retreats. Middle. Cozio. Cozio a couple touches. Out wide to Ash, who's pushed forward. Ash into the box. Deflected. Anderson into the net. The Caravan have the lead. Josiah Ash delivers a perfect ball over the top of the defense, and Jalen Anderson hammers it home.
Oh, the delivery looked like it was going near post. It looked like a little bit of a flick, but it got to Anderson, and Anderson made no mistake on the far post, sent it back to the right side with his left foot. And you talked about getting a goal late in the first half. The Caravan doing it once again here at Hoffman Estates High School, this time with just under 4 minutes left.
The senior will start basketball practice in 9 days, but he's got his 16th goal of the season first. Anderson on the goal. Josiah Ash with his 19th assist. Add that on to a school record 39 goals. And the Caravan lead 1-0.
Definitely cannot take away the quality of the ball that Ash sent in. You talk about someone that's special. 39 goals this year, but however, doing it all over the field. Just an excellent set piece in to Anderson, and good positioning by Jalen to be right there.
Latin with possession, stolen away by Mendoza, but out of bounds on that touch. And a throw in. Cleared away, and that'll be last touch by Ash out of bounds, so a throw in coming up for the Romans.
There was not much for the middle, as Latin was doing an excellent job. So they did get it on that set piece, was able to get something set up.
Steele on the throw in. Did not keep it in bounds though, and the Romans will throw in again with 2.5 to go in the opening half. Taking it into the box. Knocked away. Shank battling for it again and knocked back. That was sent to the sidelines and out of bounds. So the Romans with another throw in. Schuler working, and that'll go for a goal kick. Valencia had one save and punched another one out. So far in this first half, offsides. Got that trap to work as The ball was headed back by Schuler, but a pair of Romans were offside. About 25, 30 yards from goal. Salvador Valencia out wide to Cozio. Cozio down the sideline with the touch to Anderson. Anderson going towards the end line, knocked out of bounds by Herman, and a corner kick coming. Keep in mind, in the semifinal yesterday, Caravan found the back of the net with 9.3 seconds left in the first half off a set piece. They'll play this one short and backwards to Vargas. 1 minute to go. He sends it in. Header is cleared by the Romans out of the 18, and now back in. A flag is up, and Carl will make the catch anyway. Salvador Valencia headed it down. Schuler got a touch. Now it's Cozio left side. Goes around one and then tried to weave his way between two other Roman defenders. Could not. Salvador Valencia knocked it out wide from Martinez. Knocked away from him by Ike Baldwin and sent down. 15 seconds. Ash knocks it backwards, and Caravan will hold it there for the last 7 seconds of the first half. Jalen Anderson put the Caravan on top. They'll take the 1-0 lead into the halftime break as they got the goal from Ash and sent it on through to Anderson to knock it home. A great pass from Josiah Ash on the assist, and Jalen Anderson on the goal. That came with 3:54 to play in the first half to give Mount Carmel the lead here at the break, as they have the 1-0 lead at halftime. But Matt has got Coach down on the field, so let's go down and Matt Mishak with Coach Godinez and the leading Caravan up 1-0 at halftime.
Here with Mount Carmel head coach Antonio Godinez. Coach, 1-0 lead here in the first half. Able to get a late goal, just like you did in the first half yesterday, able to break down the Roman defense.
Yes, the guys were working really hard. We made an adjustment to move Jalen up, and he finished that for us in the first half.
So what will be the key for the Caravan here in the second half to kind of hold on to this lead and maybe avoid an overtime situation?
They just got to keep playing soccer, strong defensively, and we got to keep a clean sheet.
Coach, thank you very much. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nate, back to you.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Coach. We'll be back with a look at first half stats and highlights after the break on Comcast Chicago.
Country Financial wants to know, what do you look for in a financial services partner?
Get to know us and get to know what we need and what we want to do.
Treat me like they would treat their family.
Help us decide what is a want and what is a need.
I want something tailor-made for me.
At Country Financial, our goal is to take the time to get to know you and then help you put together a customized package of insurance and financial solutions to help you own your future.
When someone really listens and they're planning for us, I trust them.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Welcome back to Hoffman Estates High School as the Mount Carmel Caravan lead 1-0 at halftime over the Latin School out of Chicago. Let's take a look at our first half stats, and we'll grab some highlights as well. Our stats here in halftime, shots are 7-3 in favor of Mount Carmel. The shots on goal for Mount Carmel at 5-1. A pair of saves for the Latin keeper, Ian Carr. One save the other way for the Mount Carmel keeper, Sergio Valencia. 5 fouls against Mount Carmel, 2 fouls thus far against Latin. Neither team with a card in that first half, and the goal belonged to Jalen Anderson. We'll take a look at the highlights of the first half, and on those highlights we'll see the great cross from Josiah Ash, who knocks it, sends it through the box. Jalen Anderson able to knock it home, his 16th goal of the year. What a great ball put in by Josiah Ash, who started the game up top, and when he sent that cross in, he was actually playing defense in that right back, but pushed forward, and just a beautiful cross, and no mistake at all from Jalen Anderson to find the back of the net. This game did get a little bit chippy. No cards were issued in the first half. 7 total fouls, and a lot of pushing back and forth, some extracurricular between the two teams too. A few shoulders, a few elbows extended, and the forearms, as well as some pushing back and forth between the teams. We'll see how that goes in the second half of play and how the whistle allows them to play in the second half of play as well. Mount Carmel's got the 1-0 lead over the Latin School, the 2A boys soccer championship match on Comcast Chicago.
The IHSA is competition, teamwork, integrity, determination, triumph. The future plays here, the Illinois High School Association.
Mount Carmel with the 1-0 lead at halftime. Let's see what Coach Bauer has in mind for adjustments for the Latin School as they try to come back. He's down on the field, ready to talk with our Matt Mishek. Matt?
Tom, down 1-0 here in the first half. Just describe what the key is going to be for the second half comeback for the Romans.
Well, we got them right where we want them, you know. We need to possess the ball a little more. They're a very good team. Mount Carmel, they're really strong. We've faced teams like them before, but we got to climb out of a little bit of a hole that we've got here and get the ball to the end line, cross it in the middle, and get that goal back. So.
And who stood out so far for you, and who will be the key for you in the second half, or is it going to be more of a team effort?
Well, it's going to be team. It's going to be a team thing. It's the way it's been all year, and that's what we're going to have to do.
Coach, thank you very much. You've done well to get to the state final. Now see if you can come back in the second half. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Right. Nate, back to you.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Coach. The second half kickoff coming up. Mount Carmel 1, Latin School 0. Halftime of the 2A state championship match on Comcast Chicago.
Country Financial wants to know, do you feel in control of your financial future?
No.
Sort of.
But I have the desire to be in control of my money.
I need a plan.
At Country Financial, our goal is to work with you to lay out a step-by-step plan of insurance and financial solutions to help you regain control of your financial planning, to help you own your future.
Understanding is empowering.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Welcome back to Hoffman Estates High School. Nathan Beleva, Matt Mishek with you as we're ready to get the second half started as Mount Carmel has got the lead 1-0 here over the Latin School of Chicago. And it looks like we're going to have the substitution we expected for the Latin School goalie. Michael Davis was on the field, then ran back to the sidelines. And, yep, here he comes again as he had to get officially checked into the lineup. So Michael Davis, the sophomore, will take over in goal for Ian Carr. Matt, he did that yesterday in the semi. Coach Bowers told us ahead of the Final Four starting here that they were going to play both goalies, and he had full confidence in both goalies. And Michael Davis has only allowed 1 goal in 10 appearances this season.
I was going to say, definitely can't argue with that, and that's something that they've been doing all year. So excellent opportunity for both goalies. Definitely Ian Carr played exceptionally well. It was just a well-designed set piece from the Caravan and the delivery of Josiah Ash to Jalen Anderson. That is the difference so far. But when you heard the interviews of the coaches that we talked to, Mount Carmel saying, hey, let's keep after the clean sheet. Let's see if we can hold on to this lead as opposed to yesterday. And it was a nice opportunity to talk to Thomas Bauer that for Latin, he said that got him right where we want him. So, let's see what happens here in the second half for both teams.
Ash starting out in the right back position and Anderson starting out in the forward position, and those two will be interchangeable in the second half for Mount Carmel. Throw in and dangerous ball and trickles through for a goal kick for Latin, who will have to push forward. They scored with 49 seconds left in the first 10-minute overtime period in the semifinal as they push forward, and Jonas Schenk struck the crossbar. Prior to that, you mentioned the clean sheet that Mount Carmel did not get yesterday. They had a 1-0 lead at halftime in the semifinal as well. Gave up a goal with 12:02 to play in regulation before winning in penalty kicks. And now it's the Caravan down the sideline. Back into the middle. Vargas knocked away. Sluger. That's going to roll out of bounds, and last touch by the Romans.
Well, we touched on it earlier, but the weather is just exceptional. Taking a look at the corner flags, a little bit of a breeze, but nothing really to affect anything. So definitely one thing out of the players' minds, they can concentrate on following the ball, and the bounces off the turf here. That could be the only thing that would, kind of alter things here. So just beautiful weather. Can't ask for anything more here at Hoffman Estates.
Throw in down the right sideline. Sluger gets away. He's got a man sliding into the box as Schuler pushes forward, and that's going to get over the goal. Sluger was saying it was deflected by a Caravan player, but not the call, and it'll be a goal kick coming up.
Have a good look there at Valencia getting the ball. Also Josiah Ash, who's going around the down the right side here now, still lined up in the back. So like we talked about, 39 goals, but lining up defensively here to start things off. So we'll look to follow his progress where he's going to be rotated up. Could be seeing a lot of defenders for Mount Carmel pushing forward.
Mount Carmel with it now on the foul right near midfield. Vargas told to pull it back a couple of yards just inside midfield. Ash wants him to switch fields, and that's what he will attempt to do, but did not get it there. Nice job moving forward. Mike Baldwin came over and got a touch. Now it's Martinez. Martinez to Anderson. Anderson back to Ash. Right side, Anderson. Ash sends it into the box, and that's going to go well over off the football on goal post.
And the Caravan will get a substitution in right away here. It'll be Victor Valencia again. So Valencia, we saw in the first half, hobbling, and see how well that's going to hold up, but trying to give a rest to some of the Caravan starters.
Knocked away from the Romans. Anderson down the sideline. Still going. Nice footwork there into the middle of the field.
He took on Wigan and Herman there.
Sends it back. We've got a player down. That's Schenk for the Romans. Back on the left side. Cozio knocked away. Fighting to get it back. And now the Romans, they could not get possession. Near midfield and out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Caravan as they continue to put the pressure on.
Well, I talked about Jonas Schenk in the open. He had a couple of early free kicks, but not much lately. So give credit to the Caravan for keeping an eye on him, as well as John Schuler, the big offensive threat for the Romans.
Here comes Schuler. Baldwin on the left side, tries to go to the middle, headed away by Gongora. Mendoza, far left side, Cozio.
Right now,
Cozio with the big switch for Martinez. And could not get to it. Good defense that time by the Romans. To get back on it is Wigan, who started at the striker position. He too is now playing defense, much like Ash on the other side. And Ash will push up to take this throw in.
I was going to say the best opportunity for the Romans so far has been from Chase Kaplan, who rung a shot off the crossbar from the near post from a really tough angle. That's the closest that the Romans have come.
Anderson with the throw in this time. We've seen his long throws get into the middle of the box and be a weapon. Puts this one into the middle, headed down. Valencia sends it back out to Anderson. Hits it right back in, but that'll go off the side netting and be a goal kick. A little bit more than 5 minutes into this second half.
I'll talk about speed players for Latin. Alden Soldier, a state qualifier in the hurdles, also captain of the ice hockey team as well. He's a three-sport athlete. You talk about some of the combinations here, the size and strength. Like you talked about, he's only 5'9", but you can see the strength, and it comes from the work on the hockey rink and all the skating and upper body work. So really a nice, well-rounded athlete.
Could not get around Gongora there. And he and Cerritos teaming up to keep Sluger away from that ball. Cerritos knocked it out wide. Ash, now Martinez. Back to Ash and out of bounds for a throw-in.
And another sub for the Caravan as they like to rotate these players in. Valencia got a few minutes. He's going to head out. Flowers is back in. He'll go up top. Another of their players who can play well and effectively all over the field.
Really like the rotation. You know, Coach Godinez doing an excellent job keeping them fresh.
Sent in Salvador Valencia, and that's going to get all the way in and picked up there by Michael Davis.
Michael Davis was very good awareness there. Almost came out and touched it outside of the 18, but realized it, brought it back in.
Back deflected by Baldwin to the edge of the box and picked up there by Sergio Valencia.
Good awareness there from Valencia, so both goalies having to go out to the 18 to make a play.
Here is Robert Martinez. Knocked into the air. Back it comes and sent down. Ash with a bit of a miss hit. Sluger trying to get to this ball, and Cerritos holds him off so that Sergio Valencia can come get it. Ash down the sideline. Gets it over the head. It goes towards Anderson. Knocked away again. Sent back to midfield. Right side. Schuler sends it way out wide. Looked across this one back in. Joe Kennedy. Into the box. Bodies hit the ground, and that's a foul against Latin.
Yeah, the late slide in. Taking a Caravan player to the turf as Cerritos over. Let's see if he's okay.
Slow to get up on that far side.
It looks like that was
That's
Cosio.
yeah,
Yeah,
Cosio.
absolutely. Cosio being all over the field. Looks like he's okay, and the Latin player that got involved in that also shaken up looks to be okay, walking it off. So see Coach Godinez making sure Cosio is okay.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out as they did stop the clock. So Cosio will have to come out for the first time this match. They've had a lot of substitutions, but Cosio, Anderson, Salvador Valencia, and Ash have not come out at all. And actually neither of Cerritos or Gongora on that back line. So they rotate about 3 or 4 different positions. But there's a handful of players who stay out there the entire time. The other luxury now, too, is you can move Ash and Anderson all over the pitch, and that's what they'll do here. Is it is Daniel Pestich who comes back in. He'll go up top, and Ash will slide back to the midfield with Anderson and cover, and it'll be Ash who will cover that left side spot.
It's such a luxury to have those types of players that can play the entire game as well as multiple positions. That's going to be another substitution. See if that's Cosio coming in.
Sub right back
Absolutely.
in, so he was okay and ready to come back in. But when you stop the clock, the player getting attention has got to head out for at least a play, and that's exactly what they
shows the desire. Shows the desire as well to get back in as well.
So Cosio right back in. They get a head towards Anderson, and it's knocked to the sideline. Latin moving forward. That'll roll to the sideline and out of bounds. Throw in for Baldwin, trying to get it ahead to Shank. Shank to the end of the box. Gets it on his right foot. He's got space. Slide tackle. Knocked away. Now bodies hit the deck in the middle, and the foul goes against Latin.
Shank had an opportunity to pull the trigger and took just one touch too many. He had a chance to go far post in the top corner, didn't do it. Good job, though, by the Caravan to close down that opening and get the ball, and a foul going the other way.
Yeah, it was Anderson who was eventually fouled by Shank, who did not like that call. 10 minutes gone by here in the second half, and Sergio Valencia Puts it back in play across midfield. Mendoza got a touch and now takes it to the left sideline. Vargas down the sidelines. Ash keeps it in bounds. Martinez and Anderson with them, sends it in, and Davis diving to go catch it. Make sure that cross didn't get through to Robert Martinez.
Yeah, excellent job. You're seeing Ash going all over the field on the left side there. Excellent ball in, but excellent job of reaching out, holding onto it is Davis. Most of those times you see the keepers punch it away. He was able to reach up and stab it.
Looking to get it through was Schuler, could not. Salvador Valencia to Ash. Middle of the field now. Mendoza sends it out for Vargas, who is not able to chase it down. On that right sideline, they'll lob it in for Schenk. Vargas on his back, gets around both defenders down the left sideline, but a little far and out of bounds there.
Schenk wants to have that one back. You knew it was important to keep it in, but now I think we're going to see a lot more pressing for Latin. Still 28 minutes left, but I think now's the time. If you're Tom Bauer, send everybody up.
Flowers, the header. Herman can't get that through. Middle of the field. Sybil, and they'll knock it wide right. Schenk, the touch for Baldwin. Sybil. Now Schuler with space. Further wide right, sending it into the box, looking to get it to Solger, but too far. He was onside as he made that run, but Valencia able to make the catch.
Just too much air under that service, but a great idea. Well-timed run from Solger, who's having an excellent game, very involved.
Herman in the back line. Looking for Flowers. Chest it down to Ash. His pass for Cozio did not get through. Now the second effort does. Couple filling the box. Cozio over everything and off the football goalpost there for the goal kick coming up. And
a substitution here for the Caravan.
Flowers is going to check back out. He was out there for a few minutes, and they bring Ricky Ramos back into the match.
Part of that rotation for Coach Godinez. But for that opportunity there for the Caravan, it would have been a nice opportunity just to bring it back, put it on the right foot, and cross in because Anderson was in the middle. And a left-footed cross wouldn't really do it there.
Baldwin out to Schenk. Schenk switches fields, looking for the right side. It was headed back. They had Schuler streaking for the middle, but could not get it to him. Good defense by the Caravan. Now they get it ahead to Ash. Defender on his back. That was Wiggin. Now it's Ramos. Ramos. Cozio. Ash. Ash onto his left foot, lets the shot go, but that one will just roll right through to Davis. No trouble at all.
It's a good play, though, for the Caravan. Coach Godinez will take that every time. You're keeping the ball on the Latin side of the field.
Solger battling for the 50-50 ball, but it goes the other way. Now Martinez trying to get it ahead to Ash. Nice job sliding by Wiggin. Schenk to Baldwin. Now into the middle. Schuler retreats. Davis across midfield. Anderson. Solger got a touch. Turns. Now Schuler.
Good job to keep it there.
Wiggin. Wiggin lets one go, bounces in right to Valencia. And a shot from about 30 yards out on goal, but easily handled with 25 minutes to play.
Good job working it in. Wiggins with a nice direct shot, but now is an opportunity there to get reset, try and get the 50-50s when available.
Caravan moving across midfield, trying to get it way out to the wide right. Ash could not get to it, chasing it down. Schenk gets around Gongora to the middle of the field. Gongora sticks with him, and it's still Schenk. Anderson knocks him off the ball. That's going to be a foul on Jalen Anderson, who used his size there to just knock Schenk off the ball, but didn't get away with it.
Well, I'm sure Jalen Anderson set some mean basketball picks, but this time used a little bit of a forearm impeding. So now Schenk's going to have an opportunity here from about 40 yards out.
Chips it in, looking for Kennedy. Drops down, shot deflected, still battling at the edge of the 18, and then the Caravan are able to clear it. Ash gets a touch. Now they try to break free. Mendoza using his speed. They're 2-on-3, but Mendoza going down the left side, knocked away, and now he'll get numbers up with the throw in. Nice job getting that ball away for Felix Mendoza.
Excellent job by Felix Mendoza recognizing the space, and like you said, using the opportunity to get a throw in, as we'll see multiple Caravan substitutions.
Yeah, Daniel Pestich and Victor Valencia back in. It goes to Pestich. He drops the pass back. Ian Lord sub back in for the Romans. This one's in. It's over the head of the keeper, but Martinez could not get a touch. Davis did not catch that ball as he came off his line. It went over his head, and Martinez just couldn't get a touch to it with the open net. Now it's in. Pestich, and a save by Davis.
Well, Davis is glad he got that one, but he missed the one earlier, but he was thankful that Ike Baldwin was back defending. He got in the way of Martinez having an effort there, but Davis using sure hands this time around, and that almost was a costly error for the Romans.
Sybil gets it back. Pestich loses it out of bounds on that right sideline, the far sideline, and the throw-in coming for the Romans. Just avoided going down 2 goals.
Well, you talk about, Michael Davis is 5'10". Ian Carr is a couple inches taller at 6 feet, so that could have been a difference maker there, but fortunately, though, the Romans cleared out. Though definitely like the aggressiveness, though, of the goalies like that to try and go get the ball.
To the box and cleared out past midfield by the Caravan. Knocked back in by Kanuski, and a whistle and a foul against the Romans, going for that 50-50 ball. They'll play it short, left side. Cerritos and Vargas. Vargas looking for Victor Valencia, headed towards the sidelines, and that's going to be out of bounds off of the Caravan.
A lot of contact there, but it'll go the other way. Talking about John Schuler here, who selected the IHSA All-State team in 2016, second Latin player to be selected. Johannes Meliza was the first, and if you're familiar with Meliza, he went on to play at Stanford, and he was drafted into Major League Soccer, so elite company there for John Schuler.
Foul on that far sideline, just inside midfield for the Romans, as they'll see if they can get service into the 18 on this ball.
Just like Ash did for the Caravan, see if Schenk can deliver.
Into the air from Cozio, Mendoza, then Schenk knocks it back. Mendoza and Schenk battling. Schenk wins it. Nice slide tackle on that far side to win possession. Pestich gets it back across midfield, but out of bounds. We've got a injured player down. We're taking a chat. We'll take a break. You're watching the 2A State Championship, Mount Carmel 1, Latin School 0 on Comcast Chicago.
The IHSA is motivation, effort, innovation, emotion, community. The future plays here. The Illinois High School Association.
Country Financial wants to know, what do you look for in a financial services partner?
Get to know us and get to know what we need and what we want to do.
Treat me like they would treat their family.
Help us decide what is a want and what is a need.
I want something tailor-made for me.
At Country Financial, our goal is to take the time to get to know you and then help you put together a customized package of insurance and financial solutions to help you own your future.
When someone really listens and they're planning for us, I trust them.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Welcome back to Hoffman Estates High School. Nathan Believe and Matt Mishak with you. The 2A state championship match. About halfway through this second half, there was a player down as the clock was stopped and a card was given to Giovanni Vargas, number 12 of the Caravan. It looked like he was down tying his shoe and then he was carded, so not sure what the reason was on that sideline, but either way, he gets the card. Here's Wiggin, and a push in the back against Martinez.
Good energy there from Mike Baldwin, making that run. And now Schenk's going to have an opportunity from the right side. Going to deliver it into the box.
He sends it in, headed out, back to Schenk.
Good positioning there from the Caravan.
Schenk still going, trying to get to the left corner. Working against Martinez, sends it into the box and cleared out by Cerritos. Valencia was coming in, but Cerritos did not want to take any chances there. It's a throw-in the corner for the Romans.
Let's see if they'll do a long throw. Haven't seen many. Or if we'll go short here. It looks like it will be a long throw, and it's going to be David Hines to trigger it.
Long throw in to the middle of the box, knocked down, and finally cleared out. We've got a Caravan player down in the middle of the box. Hines is going to go over on the other side now to make a throw, and it was Anderson who was very slow to get up in the middle of the box. He was defending on that throw in, and another long throw coming from the other side now.
See Schenk in the middle of the 18 now, coming over close to the 6.
Throw in from Hines. Valencia went up to punch it out. And then Salvador Valencia will clear it out of bounds, and still a throw in, 18.5 to go.
Sustained pressure from the Romans. This is the most opportunities they've had to try and break through.
Another throw in, headed to the box. Baldwin battling, knocked it back to Schenk. Schenk popped it into the air. Headed by the Caravan. And Wiggin punches it in, headed out. And finally cleared by the Caravan. They held their ground on a handful of throw-ins there and were able to finally clear it back across midfield. Left side, Wiggin tries the attack again for the Romans. Anderson on him, takes it away. And sends it all the way down and out of bounds.
We'll see a lot more sustained pressure here from Latin. They got a couple in the back, but you're seeing more and more push forward, about 4, 5, or 6 players, as that's going to go out to the Caravan. The Caravan are going to have a double substitution here.
Giovanni Vargas, who had the yellow card, subs back in, and also in is Jonathan Washington. There's Vargas, who got the yellow card about 3 minutes ago, so he had to go out. Victor Valencia has been playing through pain the entire game, limping off as well. Throw in is for Washington, taken away from him by Ben Sybil and knocked backwards.
That will mean that with Washington up front, that it'll shift Jalen Anderson back further, and you see them right there in the midfield.
Martinez had it deflected. Sybil gets around Mendoza. Now Schuler pushing forward with pace, but could not get it through to his intended target. Gongora knocked it away. Cerritos. Cozio. Now Washington midfield. Salvador Valencia, his pass intercepted by Shank. Shank slides it through, but the flag was up.
The flag was up. Soldier was making the run in the middle. Just a little too early. Also took a huge first touch there. See, he'd like to have that one back. A few seconds too soon.
Cerritos back towards midfield. Cozio, and now up to Washington. Cozio left side. Gets to the middle of the field, around a couple defenders, and has it taken away. They keep it in bounds down the sideline, and then out off of the Romans.
Now the Mount Carmel Caravan section getting excited. 15 minutes away here, still nursing the 1-goal lead.
And they'll stop the clock here with 15:14 to go. The official moving towards the sideline, chatting with Cesar Cozio.
Looks like
but no card given there.
Say instructions given.
Restart the clock and the throw in. Washington, Cozio. Knocked away, another throw in.
A nice play there by Washington, getting to it and ensuring it goes off the Roman player. He's brought a lot of good energy, Jonathan Washington, coming on the limited amount of time that he's been in the game.
He's got it now in the corner. Trying to knock it off a defender for a corner. Vargas swings it in for Martinez. Good defensive header. So Wigan pushed up. Now Anderson to Cerritos. Shank gets around Martinez. They're battling with each other, and a foul against Martinez. And Wigan will get it down the sideline looking for Solger. They were holding on to each other there, and then Martinez kind of threw Shank to the ground. Back to Ash. Washington wins the ball with the header. Another one. He still gets into the box. Jonathan Washington sliding through, and then Davis comes out to grab it. Herman kind of blocked him off the ball once he got into the box. Good defense to take him away.
Well, against all odds, Washington kept winning the header against two of the Roman defenders and almost had himself a goal-scoring chance. Davis came out to meet it.
Mendoza breaks through, tried to lay it off the left side to Cozio, but a little too far. Mendoza back to win a touch, and that'll go out of bounds.
Well, you see the Caravan setup is a little bit more defensive, and Washington really being the one main option, you know, bringing up Cozio and Vargas again and again, but, you know, really trying to protect this lead. But anytime you get an effort like Washington did to keep it down on the other side of the field, excellent job.
Cozio from Salvador Valencia back to him. They've got it again on a throw in.
Again, both programs, this is their first appearance here. The state final, looking to take home a trophy.
Latin moves it forward. Anderson gets the win of that 50-50 ball. Forward, Cozio. Middle of the field. Salvador Valencia pulls it back with a touch. Now Cozio again spinning. Drags it through. He's got Martinez, who will send wide. Martinez knocked away. Back towards Ash, into the middle. Cozio tips it back to Salvador Valencia. Now Martinez into the box, looking for Razzo. Razzo gets a touch, and then it's cleared out of bounds by the Romans, and another throw in deep in the attacking third for the Caravan.
As you get a look there.
Razzo lost his shoes, so he's got to attend to that quickly.
And Ben Sybil was in there defending. Extremely close again for the Caravan. Now they're taking it to the corner, trying to run out the time, get a throw in that way.
They will. Throw it right back into the corner. Cross deflected. Vargas up to try to win it. Headed forward, Anderson pushes it out to Ash. They're both playing defense now, knowing they got to prevent Latin from equalizing. And a throw in for Latin. This is about the time where they gave up the equalizer in the semifinal yesterday to Jacksonville.
As Kieran Bondi coming in for the Romans.
Yep, Solger's going to go out and get a quick breath before he's able to sub back in for that last push.
I was going to say it was going to be a very quick rest.
Looks like they
him.
stopped the clock here. The official over to talk to the linesman. Not sure what is going on that. And we had a player down. It was Nathan Wiggins, so that was the issue. They had Wiggins went down on the track. And I think the linesman was concerned that he was injured, so he's going to come out. And they're going to put Joe Kennedy back in. And they reset the clock to 11:07.
Joe Kennedy, a freshman, getting some minutes here, 5'11".
The clock continued to roll as the officials were chatting on the sideline. So 11:07 left when the whistle will restart the clock. And the throw in, a little bit of a scrum. Sent forward. Cozio. Left side. Got two in the middle, including Salvador Valencia. He'll get the touch. Puts it on his right foot. Shot is well over. Dragged that over to his right foot nicely to tee it up, but then hit it too hard.
Excellent job working the field by the Caravan, getting it to the middle. Like I said, Valencia just skying that over, but with 10 minutes to go, that's exactly what you want if you're Coach Godinez. Just keep it on your offensive side. Get it down as quickly as you can.
Razzo got a touch. Herman to the sideline, deflected, right back to Herman. Now he'll get it across midfield. Looking for Lord. And Lord comes on. Valencia out, did not win the ball, and it's going to roll out of bounds.
He came out late for that.
He did come out late, and that's going to be a corner as it was touched out by the Caravan. He came all the way out, too, and when you come out, Matt, to the edge of the 18, you got to win the ball.
You got to get out there really quickly. Ike Baldwin's going to take this corner.
Baldwin had the game winner in overtime for the Romans in the semifinal.
Schuler and Schenk both in the box.
Sends this one in. It's punched out. And will roll out of bounds in front of the Romans bench.
A little more convincing effort there from Valencia to get it out of there with the punch.
Baldwin working. Sent into the middle of the field. Schuler let it go, hoping there was a teammate behind him, but not close enough. Heading wind down to win it now is Razzo. He's in, breaking into the box one-on-one, and he's knocked down with the ball one as well, and there's no penalty given there.
Well, excellent defending. Connor Kazanewski as well. They won the ball from Razzo. Razzo, I think, took just one touch too many on that break. He had an opportunity to let it fly a little sooner. Able to get over there were the Romans.
Slid in to win the ball. Kanuski and Bondi were both coming over after he broke through Razzo.
But
he had a chance to put the state championship away by finding the back of the net there. You see the Latin coaching staff, Coach Bauer and his assistants, trying to find the combination that'll get them an equalizer here in the last 8 minutes.
Supreme effort, though, by Razzo there, getting it and winning it, beating the Romans to the ball and taking it in on a breakaway.
Martinez couldn't win it here. Now it's on the left side. Latin moving forward. Bondi trying to get it to Baldwin. Valencia way out to win this one and get it back across midfield. Mendoza. Shank got a touch. Stolen away. Cozio. Mendoza. Cozio left side. And out of bounds. That'll go to the Romans.
Well, 7 minutes left. You get a good look at some of the Roman players. They need to find some way. And Valencia being very aggressive. So maybe a long ball over the top.
Throw in here, Schuler moving it, pitching it into Baldwin. Baldwin's got it on his foot, and we're tied! There's the equalizer. It was Schuler to find Baldwin, and with just over 7 minutes to go, we're even. Into the box, and Ike Baldwin, who won the semifinal, ties it up in the Roman crowd, celebrating.
And the same combination that took care of things in the semifinals does it once again. A great throw in over the top. Schuler getting on it from the right, sitting in the Baldwin. Baldwin with a cool touch and a cool flip over Valencia into the top part of the net. And we are all even there, and another late equalizer given up by the Caravan.
7:06 to play as that goal was in for Baldwin.
Great positioning from Mike Baldwin as well, recognizing it on the throw, getting to where he needed to be and found space in front of Valencia, and it was just an easy pass from Schuler.
The official before the restart is going to give a red card? Wow. Kieran Bondi was just sent off. The linesman called over the official. They had a discussion on the sideline, and then he called over Kieran Bondi and gave a red card with 7:06 to play. Now over to the sidelines. I'm sure
Tom Bauer
Coach Bauer wants an explanation here. He'll get one.
Boy, what
the
a
sideline. Bondi still got his hands up saying, what did I do? I wonder if it was something on the celebration off of the goal. Have to see what happened. The fourth official over on the sideline now was chatting with Bauer, but Tony Martinez, the linesman, called over Chris Rudolph, the main official, and had a discussion, and then a red card immediately handed out. So for the last 7 minutes of regulation, and then if we have overtime, 20 minutes of overtime, Latin will be down to 10 players.
What a momentum killer for Latin to just even up the score, and now you're faced with playing with 10 players.
They make an announcement of unsportsmanlike conduct, so Matt, must have been something, either a gesture or words on the goal celebration. The linesman was the one that alerted the main official to the infraction that led to that red card, and Kieran Bondi is out. So the Caravan with the man advantage pushing forward, and now the Romans get the steal. Ian Lord's all by himself as he pushes forward across midfield. Stolen away. In on goal now, trying to get a shot off, deflected. Nice job by Schuler to get back. Martinez sends it into the box, and Davis will come out and pick it up as we're under 6 minutes to play.
Well, now if you're Tom Bauer, it's like, now what do you do? You're down to 10 players. Do I just play for overtime, or do I push forward? So it's just one of those things where his strategy immediately changed after they got the breakthrough in the equalizer.
Cerritos got a touch, kind of hit it though, and then Shank moves forward. He's got the advantage. Play on here. He goes around Gongora. Looking to the right side. Now he loses the ball, and it's out of bounds to Mount Carmel. Shank thought he was bumped off the ball there. Did not get the call.
I was going to say, he's looking for contact there.
Throw in is going to go to the Romans now, and they're going to sub in 2 and see if they change their personnel a little bit. Lord is out. Chase Kaplan's back in, and Alden Solger, who went out a few minutes ago, is back in as well.
That was a longer rest than I thought for Solger, but him and Kaplan, of course, earlier getting the opportunity, just hitting the crossbar. The Romans see if he's going to get an opportunity here.
Yeah, he's got it on his right foot, crosses it in. Baldwin could not get around Ash to win that ball. The 10-man Romans moving forward. Now Cozio wins the ball. 4.5.
I think my question's been answered. Are we going to try and push up to get this winner or not if you're the Romans of the Latin school, and they're really pushing forward. They're trying to get it right now before overtime.
They've got it on the throw-in now. Sent forward looking for Washington and knocked away out of bounds. Cozio will leave it for Anderson to make the long throw-in.
I'm looking for where Ash is. He's in the 18, looking for a long throw.
That throw comes into the box. Ash with the flick on. Try to find Cozio, falls to the feet of Ash. He is down, and Ash is holding his right knee at the top of the 18. Now he is up. Can't put a ton of weight on that right leg, though, as he went to make the shot attempt.
Looks like he's going to be all right, though. Yeah. He's immediately putting something on it, but that's definitely a weapon if he had to sit out for any amount of time.
Knocked down, and a foul against the Caravan. Schuler. No. We'll leave it for Davis.
That's correct. No.
Headed back. Wiggin got a touch out of bounds.
You know, outside of the semifinal yesterday, you know, the Romans have had some close games. Of course, in the super sectional against Vernon Hills, they won 3-2. So no stranger to these close ones, as are the Caravan.
With the now, Valencia with the chip for Anderson. Athletic endeavor, but just got it to the corner. Now it's Ash back in for Anderson. Header is right at Davis. Nice effort, strong header, but Davis didn't have to move to make that save.
No, Jalen Anderson wanted to do the highlight reel bicycle kick over the head. Not there, but excellent job getting it back in, though, for the Caravan. Davis able to get it.
Baldwin battling Mendoza. They've got it again. Player down. Cozio back up. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Tripping over the ball on the far sideline. The Romans lose possession and then committing a foul. See if they go for the quick restart.
Get a look at Vargas there. He's going to be setting up close to the free kick. He's going to actually take this free kick. They're going to play it short to the right side.
Punching it in is Gongora, and Davis out to make the catch.
Good idea, as all the Caravan were in the box, so quick restart by Vargas, but Davis able to catch it.
Midfield, minute 20 to go. Gongora headed it back. Now Kaplan. Kaplan towards the corner, and Cerritos will let it roll out. They try the opposite side. Vargas. 1 minute to go in regulation. Knocked down. Anderson. Around his left foot. Tripped up. No call. Play on. Anderson wins it back. He's stuck with the play. Cozio. Cozio. The edge of the 18. Has it taken away off his feet.
Good defense there. Got all the ball.
Ball in the middle of the field, controlled by the Caravan. Gongora maybe got away with the push there. Knocked back. Sybil. Mendoza trying to chase him down. Sent forward, Kaplan knocked off the ball by Cerritos and play on. Cozio, and another play on with 10 seconds left. Cozio lets it go into the box. Ash can't get to it, and then Davis makes the catch and a little collision.
And now here's the whistle.
They're going to stop the clock with 3.3 to go, and he is carded. A red card for Ash.
Wow.
And he is sent off. Their leading goal scorer on the season, who had the assist in the opener, went charging through to try to win that ball into the box, ran over the keeper Davis, who has to leave the game as he went down with the contact, but Ash is red carded and he is sent off. Wow. He and Carr back in. We're even now at 10 players each.
Boy, definitely two momentum swings here. After Latin equalized, they had the red card on Kieran Bondi, and now Josiah Ash, the 39 goal scorer on the season for the Caravan, is out. And we are going to be headed for overtime.
And the goalie switches up, so Carr has to come in with 3 seconds left as the player went down. Carr played the first half. Davis subbed in and played the second, and we'll see who Coach Bauer goes with for the overtime. Yesterday in overtime, he stuck with Davis. Carr puts this in play, and that'll bring the regulation to a close. Both teams have lost a player to a red card in the second half. Bondi, the defender for the Romans, and Ash, the leading scorer for the Caravan. So we'll have 2 10-minute overtime periods. It's not a golden goal. We'll play all 20 minutes. They'll flip sides after 10. It's still tied after that 20. We'll have penalty kicks. They've got a 5-minute break here for the end of regulation as Ike Baldwin finds the equalizer. Mount Carmel, Chicago Latin, 1-1 after regulation on Comcast Chicago.
Country Financial wants to know, what do you look for in a financial services partner?
Get to know us and get to know what we need and what we want to do.
Treat me like they would treat their family.
Help us decide what is a want and what is a need.
I want something tailor-made for me.
At Country Financial, our goal is to take the time to get to know you and then help you put together a customized package of insurance and financial solutions to help you own your future.
When someone really listens and they're planning for us, I trust them.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Welcome back to Hoffman Estates. We're ready to start overtime. Mount Carmel and the Latin School 1-1 after regulation, and both teams are down to 10 players after second half red cards, and the Latin School fans getting into it, ready to cheer their team on here to start the overtime period.
Well, why wouldn't it be overtime, right? After the first 2 semifinals yesterday, now both of these teams have played their hearts out. Mount Carmel with the early goal, actually late in the first half, they got the first goal. And then Latin coming back with a great effort from Mike Baldwin. And just like the semifinals, we're headed to 2 10-minute overtime sessions, not golden goal, as Nate pointed out earlier. And it looks like Latin will get the ball to start things off as we see Jonas Schenk on the ball.
They switch halves after 10 minutes, and back into the match is Michael Davis. He left with 3.3 seconds left after Josiah Ash got the red card and he went down. And he is back in as the Latin keeper, and the overtime period underway. Both semifinals in 2A yesterday went to overtime. The first one involving Mount Carmel went to penalty kicks as they beat Jacksonville, which led to a long Friday because there were still 2 3A semifinals to go that both got started late. And the 3A championship match will pit the Barrington Broncos against the Huskies of Naperville North in 3A. Sent forward for Kaplan. Cerritos back to win it and get it over to Gongora.
How about this? Chase Kaplan out here for the start of the overtime, being subbed in the first and second half, out here to start things. He's playing really well for Tom Bauer.
They'll get a steal. They've got Schenk in the middle trying to find him, and we've got the flag up on the far sideline as this one's cleared out. Flag is still up. Let's see if it's a offsides or a free kick. And it is offsides. So it was offsides against Sluger. Was trying to get in on the right side. Schenk in the middle. They had a little battle going. I thought it might be a foul, or they were impeding the path of Schenk, but Sluger was offsides first. And that flag was up the entire way. Free kick towards Anderson. Schenk back. Valencia battling with him. Schenk. Brings it back. Down the sideline. That's going to
still hugging the sideline.
Kept it in bounds. Mount Carmel let it go, and now they finally have to clear it out. They were trying to get a goal kick and let it go, but that ball never rolled out of bounds.
Vargas clearing it out now, and Latin having an opportunity. Yeah, that was just hugging the sideline, looking for it to go out, but it never did. Caravan got away with it.
Throw in on the sideline. Get it into Kaplan, who touches it back. Schenk gets around, sends it in, bouncing through and picked up there by Valencia.
First opportunity. Schenk had an opportunity early on in the match, was closed down enough, but this time was able to get it open. Low shot toward the near post, but Valencia right there to cover it up.
Cross midfield for Gongora, but knocked back for the Romans. Trying to get around a defender, they do. A 3-on-3 action here. Ball into the box. No trouble there for Valencia.
Well, the Romans showing more energy at the start of overtime. Pushing the issue, getting it in to their attacking third.
Here is Vargas sending it forward. All the way into the box.
Well, now without Josiah Ash, seeing who's up front for the Caravan, as it was Julian Razzo, who almost had an opportunity late in the second half. He's going to be primarily up front with Jalen Anderson.
10-on-10 soccer. Both teams getting second half red cards. Martinez trying to win it. Going the other way, though. Sluger. Mendoza pushes forward. Cozio. He's got Anderson. Gets it to him. Anderson gets it into the box. He's got Cozio in the middle. He'll pull it all the way back out. Mendoza. Mendoza goes towards the corner. Sends it in. Deflected. Knocks all the way back to Martinez. Martinez shot is over. Hit the football crossbar. Nice effort there from Robert Martinez.
Great effort. Get a look at Ian Carr and Victor Valencia in, but Martinez had all kinds of time to tee it up, and he did, rightfully so. Shooting for the top corner of the far post. Just skied it over a little bit.
Ian Lord is in. The ball comes towards the left side. Schenk fighting through, gets around. Excuse me, that's Sybil getting around Mendoza. Out wide, Baldwin. Baldwin has his pass knocked away. Cerritos. Back to Baldwin. Header. Victor Valencia touching it forward for Anderson. Anderson has it knocked away as Herman works back.
They're setting Schenk up on the right side for Latin, trying to get a ball to him. It's going to be along the right wing, his runs. It's been more a middle midfielder.
Wiggin gets around two, moving to the middle of the field. Nathan Wiggin knocked away. Nice move getting around a defender here, and now it's a 3-on-3 break for the Caravan. Cerritos leading the break. Mendoza left side. Anderson's in the middle. Low cross deflected out. Corner kick.
Still
Caravan on the breakaway.
Still earning a corner. Good work there by Cerritos and Mendoza. Anderson was flashing to the right as well. Couldn't get separated enough to get a through ball to him, but definitely earning a corner. Excellent job by the Caravan as they get a substitution in. Valencia is going to come out, so the rotation still working for Coach Godinez. Daniel Pestich is in now, and he's going to come into the box. See a good look at Vargas. Take the corner.
Vargas with the left foot. Sends it in. Headed. Down. Anderson. Deflected. Could not get a shot, and then it's sent over by Mendoza. That ball fell right to the feet of Jalen Anderson, but his shot attempt blocked by the wall of Roman defenders.
It was a wall that stood up real quickly, closed that space. And then just the second effort for the Caravan skied over. So Latin bending but not breaking here this first session.
Now they try to get something going forward. Sluger and Cerritos collide, and the throw-in's going to go to the Caravan as that one went out of bounds. In the air, won by the Caravan to send forward. Nobody down there, though. It's 2-on-5, and Wigan will break back across midfield with Lord getting a touch, sending it forward. Here's Schenk. Schenk on the edge of the 18. On his right foot, Schenk way over.
Excellent move to create space, though, from Schenk. Lord did a nice job spotting Schenk. Lord was cut into the middle looking for a pass, but Schenk did end up getting an opportunity. Was far right and trying to angle it to that far post, top left corner, but just skied it through the goalpost.
The Caravan fans on that side all signaling field goal as he launched that one through the football goalposts. Drops back now to Sluger, sends it out for Schenk again, races on into the box. Vargas holding him off, and that's going to be a penalty kick. Vargas and Schenk were battling, and the penalty kick given with 1:52 to go in the first overtime period. And Vargas will also get a yellow card, which is his second, and he gets a red card as well.
You just red carded?
Remember, he got that first yellow card in the second half when we thought he was bent over tying his shoe, and he got a yellow card. And now he gets a second yellow card and is sent off, and it's 10-on-9 with a 1:52 to go in the overtime period. And stepping up to take the penalty kick, the senior John Schuler. 20 goals on the season.
Boy, what drama here. You have John Schuler having an opportunity, the IHSA All-State team member, the opportunity to put Latin on top, and they'll have an advantage even after this play of being 10-on-9. The Caravan in a position that they're definitely not accustomed to with 9 players.
So here is the penalty kick for Schuler. Remember, Valencia saved 2 in the shootout in the semifinal. Also saved 1 in the sectional final in the shootout. Schuler, and it's in. The Romans have their first lead of the day, 2-1, as he went bottom right corner. So they have the lead, and they also have the man advantage.
Schuler, cool as you like, taking that penalty, sending Valencia to his near post. He goes far post. No doubt about it. And you talk about a happy bunch of Latin Romans. They know they have an advantage now, a 1-man advantage and a 1-goal advantage. Looking to close out at least the first half of the overtime.
Steele, Lord. And you wonder if we've got more red cards coming.
Well, in the semifinal with Latin and Bennett, there were a lot of yellow cards handed out, so definitely no shortage here as well.
3 red cards in this match. 2 actually were straight reds. And then for Vargas, the accumulation of the 2 yellows leading to a red card.
This is how do you shape a formation now if you're Coach Godinez?
Once again, we're going to ask
See Anderson up there. You also have Cosio. I mean, those are your two options at this point to try and get the equalizer.
They send it forward looking for Cosio. He had a super sectional goal and a semifinal goal. Latin has not pulled everybody back yet to park the bus. We'll see if they do that in the second 10 minutes of overtime. Anderson with the header. Wigan. And now it's back forward towards the keeper, Davis. They'll have to put a little bit of pressure on Davis to make him pick it up, and we'll do so. The last 30 seconds. Down the sideline, Baldwin. Sluger. Lord breaking free on the right side. Schenk back to Baldwin. Baldwin into the box and cleared away by Cerritos to the parking lot. 10 seconds left in this first half of overtime. Ball crossed, cleared. Shot back in is just going to roll into Valencia. So a little bit of drama in the first 10 minutes of the overtime as now the teams will switch ends. We got a second yellow card given to Giovanni Vargas, which resulted in his being sent off, and also a penalty kick, which was converted by Schuyler with 1:52 to go. And you can see one of the assistant coaches there for the Caravan had to be intercepted by the fourth official and told to go back to the sideline. Jimmy Stout, the fourth official, came over and intercepted the assistant coach who wanted to go chat with the main official after that penalty kick and yellow card to Vargas, and he was sent back to the sideline. So 10 minutes as they'll switch sides. And Matt, you mentioned, what do the Caravan do now with the 9-on-10 type formation? They've rotated a bunch of different players up along that front. Who's going to be able to break down this Latin defense?
Well, I think you just have to stay with what you have with Anderson and Cosio up front. I mean, these two are, primarily the options. Now, probably see a lot of Julian Razzo as well came in with the sub, and the energy that he had when late in the second half, where he did get an opportunity to have a breakaway and was not able to cash in, but that sort of speed and energy needs to be out there, and there's going to be a lot of chances being taken by the Caravan to try and equalize it right away. And with that, you're going to open yourself up to, counterattacks for the Romans to see if they can put this one away. So just a lot of things that have happened that really are changing the strategies of both coaches Godinez and Bauer.
He don't play a lot of 9-on-10 type situations. 10-on-9, and we'll see what changes are made here in the second 10 minutes as they get the 2-minute break to chat about it. They'll switch ends, and Mount Carmel with James Flowers subbing back in, so that gives another opportunity as well. And Jonathan Washington, number 25, gave them a good few minutes in both the first and second half. See if his number is called here into this second part of overtime as well, as the Caravan will kick off. They are now without their leading scorer, Josiah Ash, red carded with 3.3 seconds left in regulation. And Giovanni Vargas, the left back, got his second yellow card with 1:52 to play in the first segment of overtime. So he was sent off as well.
I tell you what, Latin is going to have, when they have the ball, they're going to have a whole bunch of space to work with. So look for them to have a more conservative working the ball around and making sure you're getting an open look. Do not get bunched up and give the Caravan an opportunity to go back the other way. So look them to use the space effectively. And for the Caravan, it's going to be a lot of one-on-one play. So if you're Latin, you be prepared. That back line needs to be ready to not let anything by them.
The Caravan start the last 10 minutes of overtime. Salvador Valencia in the middle. They're going with 3 defenders right now. And everybody is back at the moment for the Romans. All within just a couple yards of the 18. Cosio lets a shot go just wide. So there's one way to do it. He was arguing for a deflection there in a corner, didn't get it, but Got a shot off from the top of the 18.
He did get a shot off from the top of the 18, but good positioning there from the Romans. They forced him enough to go to the right, and so his shot would go wide of that post on the right side.
They had all 10 defenders within 5 yards of the box as well, and see if that's something they're going to do as this last 10 minutes continues. As Shank and Gongora were battling for that throw in. Anderson gets it in quickly to Cozio. Cozio going back towards the 18. He's got Flowers in the middle. Couldn't get it to him. Headed out. Drops down. Valencia knocked away. Actually, that's Pestich, 6, not 8. And then we've got 2 players go down. And
Ian
we're
Lord
going
was
to
in
get
it.
the clock stopped at 8:38. I think that's Mendoza. It is.
It is.
Mendoza and Sluger got tangled up there, and taking the worst of that, the freshman midfielder Felix Mendoza, who's been very good on the ball in this match. And he is down on his back. And the left leg being looked at. He kind of got rolled up on as they had that collision and went to the side. Julian Razzo, number 11, is going to sub in, a guy that you mentioned could be instrumental down the stretch here for the Caravan.
Well, that's see Mendoza getting to his feet and be walking off, but you know, Razzo had that opportunity mentioned with the breakaway, just not able to get it through in the second half, but just an opportunity here for the Caravan to get it set up on a set piece.
Throw in. Cerritos sends it forward, looking for Cozio. Baldwin got ahead to it. Schenk came back to win it, keeps it in bounds. Sends it all the way down where Sergio Valencia will come out to play it.
We're going to see him push up a lot more, especially on maybe late corners, see if he's going to come up and join the attack.
Headed on by Anderson. Cozio couldn't win that one with Schuler on his back. Cerritos sends it towards the box. Razzo drops it off.
And there's
Salvador Valencia.
So I say 7 Romans in the back.
And that one sent out as far as Gongora. All 10 defenders for the Romans are definitely back. This one comes through, back door. Pestich headed it down. Now it's in the air, and Davis will win it. Keeper went up and claimed that ball.
Good job by Davis recognizing. Almost got it through to Pestich.
Send balls to the box. Their biggest hope at this moment. That's going to go out, and clock stops, 7:20.
There's a collision there. Looks like Schenk hit the deck. Going down the right side, and a yellow card.
We got another yellow card. That goes to 16, Manuel Cerritos, who's going to go out.
Now, Cerritos has had a solid game in the back, but he'll be forced to sit for a few moments.
Anderson over, chatting with the officials here.
And that looks like it could be Jonathan Washington coming in, like we mentioned as well. His number could be called here for just for a few moments while Cerritos is out. Or you change it up a little bit. Instead of your defensive look, you're bringing another option up front. So who knows, this might be an extended sit for Cerritos.
Ball will be put back in play here.
But if you're Mount Carmel, you're looking for that second goal. You're looking for that equalizer. So this could be a nice strategic move for Coach Godinez.
Goes all the way back. Sent forward. Sluger trying to fight his way through. He's got Schenk. Schenk one-on-one. Schenk puts it in. That might be the nail in the coffin to give the Latin Romans their state championship. Jonah Schenk, point-blank range, one-on-one, and it's 3-1.
Schenk, what a calm finish. You could see the thoughts in his mind when he got the ball. There's no one around me. It's just me and the keeper. It's almost like a practice drill. You're going in, doing a one-on-one, just calmly slotted it, down the bottom right-hand corner. If you're the Caravan, you had to take a chance there. They were overloaded on one side. Schenk just running down the middle, putting the Romans in a great spot.
Jonah Schenk got the keeper to commit and put it in. Solger did the work to trigger that ball free and then made a fantastic pass. And now the Romans can definitely sit back. They are 6 minutes and 40 seconds away from a state title. Cerritos checked back in after the goal. He got the yellow card just before the goal. Went out, came back in. Pestic. Valencia from distance. That'll carry well over the goal and head out of bounds for a goal kick. And you'll start to see now the Romans do a little time wasting whenever they get that opportunity to do so. They will here on this goal kick.
Davis sends it down.
Near midfield, a whistle and a foul, pushing into the back on the Romans.
Now the Caravan showing the urgency. Anderson already set to deliver this.
Sends it into the box, just over the head of the intended target. Contact in the box, initiated by the Caravan, sent back, trying to get it to Razzo. Razzo gets it out, but taken away by Baldwin. Baldwin, a big goal in this match. With 7:06 to play in regulation, the reason we're in overtime. Cozio, one hopper to Davis. Big save there. So trying to get it back to a one-goal game.
I was going to say that was a little bit more space than Tom Bauer would like to see, with Cozio having the ability to rifle it home like he did earlier in these playoffs.
Valencia on it. Cozio moving forward. Pushed off the ball. And then commits a foul, fighting to win it back. He and Schuler going head-to-head.
Schuler getting his shoe back on.
Yeah.
Second time some footwear has come off. So now this is going to take some time off as well. So
well, they're going to have to stop the clock here. He's injured. We've got 4:43 to go as they stop that clock. And Schuler, is he injured or? No, he was just fixing his shoe. But the linesman, Tony Martinez, just called over the main official and is pointing at somebody on the sidelines. And now they're calling for an IHSA official. I wonder if there's some fan issues on that sideline. This linesman immediately called over the head official. So not an injury to Schuler. He was fixing his shoe, but there are some fan issues on the sideline. So they'll let the IHSA handle that. And booted forward towards the sideline and out of bounds. A throw in for the Caravan coming up.
Express urgency from Mount Carmel now. Everybody up. Let's see if Valencia is going to probably play more closer to the halfway line. But the Caravan have to get the ball first and establish something possession-wise.
Cozio sends it towards the edge of the box. Gets around. Flowers could not get to it, though, before Sybil sent it to the sidelines and out of bounds.
It's just so difficult. Just so difficult with 9. It's hard enough with 11, much less 10. You're 9 trying to put an attack on there, and there's just not a lot of areas to get a lot of space to work. Now a long ball over the top.
Headed down, Schuler. Back playing some defense now, too, as they're sending it in. Davis will go make the catch.
Good awareness by Davis. Flowers sending that in from the left side. And now a run out for the Romans.
They can go to the corner here, waste as much time as possible. Sluger with Schenk behind him. Sybil filling in the middle, and Schuler in no hurry will now take the ball straight to the corner. Pulls it inside the 18. Sends it back. Baldwin on his foot. Knocked away. Schenk bumped off the ball. Gets it back. Still working to the touchline. In! Oh, how did he miss from there? Pulled that back to the edge of the 6, and Sybil skied it. Nice work by Sluger and then Schenk. And now Sluger is down cramping, and they'll stop the clock with 2:56 to go. Sluger, who did the work on that play, running to the corner, is now down cramping up, and he is going to be attended to. Alden.
And while that happened, Nicholas Rose came in, 6-foot senior.
So Alden Solger getting looked at by the trainer. Looked like he was cramping as he went down, but they're not looking at his leg. He immediately went down. He was holding his right leg as if it was a cramp situation, but they're not looking at his leg, and now they're going to slowly help him to his feet. About 3 minutes from celebrating a state championship. That'll make everything feel better, right?
No, it absolutely will. Absolutely. Excellent effort from Solger today, and the Romans for hanging in there and getting their traction in the second half, getting that equalizer, and then the 2 goals in overtime.
Header won by Cerritos. And out of bounds.
Tom Bauer, 383, 257, 67 coming in the tournament. 385th win, looking to be the first title for the Romans.
This is knocked away and will go as a free kick for the Caravan. Their opportunity here on the wing. In, headed up. The Romans will get it out. Their girls won a state championship, coached by Thomas Bauer, 2006, runner-up 2 years ago. So Coach Bauer 2 minutes away from his second title, 1 in girls, 1 in boys. And this is headed away. That girls soccer state championship 10 years ago. Standing alone in their trophy case. They also have 8 IHSA titles in Scholastic Bowl. Sybil sends it forward here. David McCumber came in when Solger went out injured, and it's cleared out. Minute 30 to go. Sent into the box. Baldwin down. And a goal kick coming up. Latin played in 2 straight 1A Super Sectionals. Smallest school in 2A. They were bumped up this year after a pair of Super Sectional runs. A 3-2 win over Vernon Hills in the Super. They lost the CCL title to St. Ignatius Prep, which beat both of these teams this year. They went to double overtime to win the Super 3-2. They went to double overtime to win the semifinal 1-0, and double overtime for a 3-1 win here over Mount Carmel, which is 30 seconds away. They don't like those 80-minute games. They like the 100-minute games. 3 in a row. Teeing up Baldwin. He had a big goal with 7 minutes and change left to tie this one. Then Schuler's penalty kick, and Schenk iced it. 10 seconds away, Chicago Latin. The Romans knock off Mount Carmel and win their first state title in a boys-only sport. The 2A soccer champions. Coach Bauer has got a boys soccer first place trophy to match with his girls soccer first place trophy from 2006. Heartbreak for the Caravan. They get their best finish in their first trophy in boys soccer. A second place finish with the overtime loss. A red card was just handed out after the game ended as well. I think that went to Cozio, number 9, who had some words there for the officials on their way off the field, which would make this the 4th red card of this match. And there's the announcement. So the red card was given. 4 red cards, a penalty kick. It was an eventful match. And the Latin School has their state championship. 3-1 to win it. We'll be back with the post-game thoughts. We'll have the trophy presentations, and Latin wins 3-1 over Mount Carmel on Comcast Chicago.
The IHSA is camaraderie, excellence, sportsmanship, enthusiasm, the original March Madness. The future plays here, the Illinois High School Association.
Today's championship matchup is brought to you by Country Financial. At Country Financial, we understand that helping you means knowing you. Take charge of owning your future with Country Financial. Call your local rep at 1-866-COUNTRY or visit ownyourfuture.com. Welcome back to Hoffman Estates as we get ready for the trophy presentations, both individually and team. Let's go over on the PA to Hector Carabez.
At this time, please meet the caravan of Mount Carmel High School, who finished the 2016 season in second place with a final record of 19 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. First, meet the principal of Mount Carmel, Mr. Ned Hughes. The principal, John Simler. Athletic director, Dan LeCount. Trainer, Cody Anderson. Head coach, Antonio Gutierrez. Assistant coach, John Nelson. Assistant coach, Edgar Montalengo. Manager, Peter Beltamachi. Number 0, Sergio Mendira. Number 1, Sergio Valencia. Number 3, Hosea Ash. Number 4, Kendall Nichols. Number 6, Daniel Pestich. Number 7, Daniel Perez. Number 8, Salvador Valencia. Number 9, Cesar Coesio. Number 10, Victor Valencia. Number 11, Julian Brasso. Number 12, Giovanni Vargas. Number 13, Moses Sanchez. Number 14, James Flowers. Number 15, Ricky Ramos. Number 16, Manuel Cerritos. Number 17, Axel Gangora. Number 18, Felix Mendoza. Number 19, Juan de la Torre. Number 20, Jalen Anderson. Number 21, Arturo Marin. Number 22, Brendan Gregory. Number 23, Robert Martinez. Number 24, Alfonso Villanueva. Number 25, Jonathan Washington. And number 51, Alec Fedek. And number 25, Jonathan Washington. At this time, please meet the Romans of Latin High School, who finished the 2016 season in first place with a final record of 24 wins and 3 losses. First, meet the principal of Latin High School, or the head of school, Mr. Randall Dunn. Athletic director and head coach, Mr. Tom Bauer. The trainer, Jessica Hyder. Assistant coach, Tim Cleveland. Assistant coach, Jamie Morote. Number 1, Michael Davis. Number 2, Wilt Slater. Number 3, Ben Sybil. Number 4, Connor Kanuski. Number 5, Nathan Wiggin. Number 6, John Schuler. Number 7, Jonathan Schenk. Number 8, Reese Herman. Number 9, Ben Krembeck. Number 11, Chase Kaplan. Number 12, Ike Baldwin. Number 13, Kiran Bundy. Number 15, David McCumber. Number 18, Freddie Baldwin. Number 19, Griffin Nelly. Number 26, Ian Lord. Number 21, Chase Taylor. Number 22, Nicholas Rose. Number 23, David Hines. Number 24, Joe Kennedy. Number 25, Alden Solger. Number 30, Ian Carr. Will Coach Gudenas and captains from Mount Carmel High School please step forward to receive the second place trophy. Congratulations on a great season, Caravan. Will Coach Bowers and captains from Latin High School please step forward to receive the 2016 IHSA Boys 2A State Championship Trophy. Congratulations on a great season.
The Latin School from Chicago has won the state championship 3-1. Matt's down the field. He's got Coach Bauer and our country financial player of the game, Jonah Schenk.
Coach Bauer, congratulations. Just describe what you're feeling right now for the program.
Elation. I'm excited. Really happy for the team and the school. It's our first championship in the boys since the school started 128 years ago, and it just couldn't be better. You know, it's one of those experiences that's going to take a while to sink in, but right now I'm just as happy as anybody could be.
We were down 1-0 in the second half. You came over and talked to me at halftime and said you got them right where we want them. Just kind of describe what worked well and what was the key to the turnaround.
Well, I wasn't actually being serious, but I do know that we you know, we're a team that really works hard. In fact, that's a theme in our athletic program, you know, to overcome adversity. And in the first half, Mount Carmel kind of put us on our heels, and we just decided to brush that half off and start the second half and keep working really hard and hoping things would go our way. And it's really worked most of the season. So I'd say that was the key.
Country Financial Player of the Game, Jonah Shank. Congratulations. Describe what you're feeling right now as a state champion.
Honestly, it's hard to talk about it, but I'm just so excited right now. I got to thank my team. Our whole team just puts out their hardest work every single game, every single day, and we couldn't have done it without everyone. Last year, we had a tough loss in the Super Sectional to 1A, and it's hard to say that. I mean, we all thought we were maybe going to have a down year, but our team didn't believe that. We kept on working, and we killed it. I got to shout out Mount Carmel because I actually played with 3 players on their team, Salvador, Sergio, and Josiah, and they're such awesome competitors, and got to give a shout out to them.
Down 1-0 at halftime. What was the message to the team, and what worked the most to bring this home for you in the overtime session?
Sure. So, honestly, at halftime it was hard to not keep your head down, but I got to give a shout out to one of my captains, Alden Solger. He saw that everyone's heads was down. He's like, guys, listen, we've been working our butts off all season, and we're not going to let our heads down after 1 goal down. So just keep on working hard, keep on pushing, and we know that in the end, our effort is going to pay off.
Jonah Shank, our Country Financial Player of the Game. Congratulations. Nate, back to you.
Latin School knocks off Mount Carmel 3-1. They find 2 goals in overtime. They get one from John Schuler on the penalty kick. They also get one late from Jonah Shank and win their first state championship in boys soccer here at Hoffman Estates with a 3-1 win. Latin wraps up the 2A championship. That's going to do it from our broadcast here tonight. Goals from Ike Baldwin, John Schuler, and Jonah Shank give the Romans the state title. For my partner, Matt Mishak, for Kelly Eichhorst, our producer, and everybody here at Hoffman Estates with Play On Sports, we thank you for watching boys soccer. The 2A state champions are Chicago Latin. We appreciate tuning in on Comcast Chicago.